Hello ladies and gents, and welcome to another repair video. So in this video today we're going to be taking a look at this Xbox One S. This is the 1TB version and I purchased it on eBay for around about £65. So I purchased this as a no power. It also says on the console here no power. So basically this was, I'm sure this one was on bids. And I won the auction. It could be absolutely anything, I haven't got a clue, but I'm going to give it my darn best try to get it fixed. So let's start off by plugging in a no good power cable. And I heard that little fizz from the electrics as it made a connection, so that's telling me that there is some sort of power in the power supply. And press the button. Absolutely nothing. Completely dead. Okay, so yeah, I mean, there's no point in plugging it into a screen. There's no point in doing any other tests. We may as well just pull this baby open and get straight into it. So, like I said, I bought this on eBay, and I'll pop up a listing. I'll pop up a screenshot of the listing a bit later on. But yeah, let's give it an initial inspection on the back. First of all, HDMI port looks good. No bent pins, no damage. Awesome. So the warranty sticker is removed, but that I was fully aware of, and I was told that in the listing, so I can't really be mad at that. Chances are someone's already had a look at this. I've got another one on the way as well, which is going to be a fun one, because that says that it's tripping the electrics. Now if you're in the UK, then you'll know exactly what that means. Basically we have these little electric boxes. They're called a consumer unit. They're similar in the US and other countries, but we have these. Basically, for example, if that one was plugged in and it was switched on, if there was a fault, this RCD, so residual current detection, the RCD would just trip, and it would trip the switch and it would shut all the power off. So basically what the listing is saying is that it's tripping the electrics every time it's plugged in, which sounds to me like it's going to be some sort of a power supply issue, but it's either going to be a power supply issue or it's going to be probably liquid damage or something. Let's just get you back to here. There we go. So yeah, that one's going to be an interesting one. That should be here tomorrow or the day after. I'm going to make a video on that, hopefully. But for now, we've got this one to work on, and I've got a few customers bringing some consoles in later, so I've got to make this as quick as I can. But we're going to start off by opening this up, and as you can see, that's fairly loose. Although you can't see, but that's fairly loose. So this has definitely been opened before. Whether it's by a technician, I don't know, but they do sell a lot of consoles on that listing. I've got a feeling this is probably going to be water damaged or something, to be honest with you. But we'll see. I don't want to damage this bottom case too much, because if I do, if I can't get the console working, I do have a console where I need a base. So that's always a plus, I guess. Right, so we've got the flat screwdriver. I'm going to pry into it. Yeah, that's way too easily coming off. It's definitely been opened before. But I mean, anyone who sells consoles, you know, they're not gonna sell it without first taking a look, are they? Who knows? Maybe I know more than that person. Maybe he knows more than me. Maybe, you know, maybe it's a faulty one. Maybe it's a no repair one. We don't know. But either way, I'm going to make my money back on this, because, like I said, I need the bottom case. The rest of the case can be sold. If the power supply works, that can be sold. The disk drive, the hard drive. I mean, the hard drive I'll use in my own, because I've only got 500 gig. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of money to be made back for this. Probably £80–90 worth of stuff that I can make back off this. Which basically means I'm not really risking much, because parts are in short supply, and genuine parts are in even shorter supply. So I will make my money back one way or the other. This is going to be interesting, to say the least. Right, this has had some replacement screws. These screws here are usually silver, and these ones are gold. So this has had some replacement screws in the past. So this is what they usually look like in an Xbox One S. So nice and silver, you can see that. These ones are gold. I've never seen gold screws in an Xbox One S. So I'm going to say that it probably had replacement screws. But whatever, I'm not really bothered. It's different, I suppose. But we're going to start by taking the chassis screws out of this, and we're going to get these plastics off. So as you can see, I've got stacks of these screws lying around. There's some there. I went to point at the screen then. There's some there, blah blah blah. Some there. I do quite a lot of work with consoles, so these kind of screws, they accumulate over time. I'm certainly not in short supply of them. Right, okay, so one more screw to get out of here, and then we can take the plastics off. The first thing I'm going to try is the power board. So I'm going to try a non-good power board. Make sure that the power board isn't the fault. And then we can delve into it. So, well, this hasn't had a clean. I mean, that's fairly dusty and mucky. So there you go. You can see that it's fairly dusty inside. That hasn't really had a clean. That's something to think positive about. And the reason for that is because no one's really dove too much into this. Right, so let's. I mean, yeah, there's no power there. I don't know why I'm trying it again, to be honest. Let's take out this. Let's take out this board, this power board, front panel, I/O board, whatever you want to call it. And let's see what we can do with it, shall we? I mean, I can take as much as the HDMI retimer chip and things like that off this if we can't get it working, so really I'm not too bothered if I don't successfully fix it. I'm hoping I do, because the price of these 1Ss have inflated a little bit over the past couple of weeks, because everybody wants one, because no one's got nothing to do. And leave a comment down below, guys, and let me know how you're all doing with this lockdown, because to be honest with you, it's driving me nuts. But yeah, that's just me. Right. Another console here. This, as I say, is a non-good power board. I know this works because this is one of my own consoles. And I was doing a console yesterday and I stole the retimer IC out of my own console because I was getting kind of trolled. I was working on a no display issue and I changed the retimer IC, I changed the HDMI port, no good. And in the end I thought, well, what else could it be? I've changed the retimer several times, blah blah blah. And it turned out to be the hard drive. The hard drive was freezing and locking up and stopping it from even getting past the screen. It wouldn't go into safe mode, it wouldn't do nothing. I tried a hard drive on the off chance and it worked. So that was a happy customer in the end. Not so happy me because it trolled me for 4 hours. Right, power board in. Nothing. Okay, worth a try. Didn't think it would be. These rarely go bad, but it was worth a shot. Okay, so let's carry on delving into this. So pop that out of there. Right, do we have a 1 terabyte drive? That is the question. Yes, we do. Good, awesome. Okay, let's pop this power supply out, shall we? Actually, you know what? We don't even need to do that. We don't need to pop the power supply out. We can unplug it. part of me actually wants it to not be the power supply because, you know, I want to make a decent video where I actually do some proper repair. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Right, known good power supply. Here we go. Known good power supply. Right, let's push that back down. Make sure it's in. Okay, right, let's pop this back on. So it's not going to be the power supply anyway, because if someone's been in here, then they're going to have tried the power supply, just because of how simple it is to change. Still nothing? No. Good. Excellent. That means we've got a video on our hands, ladies and gents. We have a video. Okay, so let's continue to dive into this, shall we? Oh, actually, let's try a non-good power supply and a non-good IO panel before we do anything else. Before we go any further, let's try it with one of these panels as well. So we know we've got a good power supply and we know we've got a good front panel. Did that spin then? Did it? No. No, it didn't. Just my imagination. Alright. Come on. I'm not usually this rough with them, but it's my own stuff, so it doesn't matter. If I break it, I will fix it. And then my heat gun comes on. Of course it does. Alright, apologies for the noise. Right, let's continue taking this apart, shall we? So let's take out all of these removable parts. And I'll probably have to pause this video and continue later, because like I said, I've got a customer coming with a PS4 which needs a disk drive rebuild. Nice and easy job. I don't mind doing them, it doesn't take long, and then I can get back to my own stuff because I've got no more work on until some ports come for some consoles I'm waiting for. I'm just going to remove all these screws. That way we can take out everything and remove the motherboard. There we go. They could be original screws, you don't know. I've never seen them though. Let me know down in the comments if you've seen them screws before, the golden screws. I've never seen them, and I've opened up 1TB consoles before, and I don't remember ever seeing golden screws. So we are almost down to the complete disassembly stage here. I'm not sure if this motherboard's been out. They're a little bit tight, like the screws. They're like, I'm struggling to open some of them. Well, not struggling, but it's certainly a lot tighter than that would be if they'd been removed before. I'm not sure if this has been opened. As in, I'm not sure if someone's dove that much into it. Maybe they've just checked the power supply and that's it. I don't know. Look, how far have they gone into it? But like I said, I mean, there's going to be things I can use off it. I'm not going to be losing money on this console. That's 100% certain. I mean, even down to these little Bluetooth board and things like that, they're worth like a tenner on eBay. So, you know, it's money. There's money in everything. And as long as you don't mind sitting around for a couple of weeks, if you can buy something and afford to, I mean, realistically lose it by taking a risk, then you can afford to sit and wait a couple of weeks for the money back. And if you're buying this to fix up and sell on for profit, then you'd have to do that anyway. So, you know, it's nothing lost, really. Okay, let's take a look. So let's pop out the hard drive. I mean, the hard drive, 1 terabyte hard drive, 30 quid. Whoops, if it works. Power supply, another tenner. Disk drive, another 15 quid. So that's 55 quid right there. Yeah, this hasn't been dove into too much, guys. It really hasn't. I don't care what anyone says. This hasn't been dove into too much. This clip hasn't been taken off. This would be a lot looser than it is if it did, because they bend easy. It's like a little piece of tin. Look, I've just bent it, just trying to get it out. I don't think that's been off. But it's just one of the things. Right, that's off, and everything's here. Look, even the 1 terabyte hard drive is in there. So unless it's a bad hard drive, then you know. And we have signs of liquid, I believe. I think we have signs of liquid, ladies and gents. Like milk or something, I don't know. It's white, it's like something's been in here that it shouldn't have. And it's caked on there pretty well, so okay, this is liquid damage. That's promising, because most liquid damage goes yes, hello. Right, okay, so straight away on the bottom we have signs of some sort of residue on there. There's a capacitor just here that's a little bit damaged. So the true question here, ladies and gents, is it going to be repairable? More to the point, is it just the power regulation MOSFETs that have gone? Because if it is, then it's definitely repairable. Like almost certainly repairable if it's the power rails that have gone. And if liquid is there, then there's a good chance that it is. And I think there's actually, I don't know actually. I thought there might have been a cap missing there. Might be. I'll tell you what. Let's put the multimeter into continuity mode and let's just check for some shorts on the back here. Just make a nice little dance. Is that not ground? Hey, hello. I don't think they're meant to short to ground, ladies and gents. This is going to be interesting. There we go. That hair clamp should be removed. Right, does it have the original thermal paste? That is the question. I honestly don't think this has been removed. It does, I think. Does it? I don't know. Okay. Straight away, I can see liquid damage around the power regulation area. So, all around here, all of these are power rails, and there are MOSFETs and capacitors and all the doohickeys, and they are shorting. Or at least I believe they're shorting, but the easiest way to find out is to pop a probe in there and pop a probe in there, and that, my friends, is shorted. So now what we need to do is give this a clean and try and figure out exactly where it's shorted. Right, so this coil is going to be no good. Right, let's see if we can get you a little bit closer, ladies and gents. Okay, so look at the state of that. This is probably all going to need to be replaced. I mean, a lot of that around the CPU is going to be dust. We're not worried about that, but we are worried about the liquid. And this is going to be an interesting one. Right, okay. We have something around by the CPU. Or the APU, rather. I keep calling it CPU. I think I might need to just blanket wipe this. Right. These capacitors by the CPU I'm going to have to inspect under the microscope. So let's just clear my desk, because I am always a messy technician. Look, if you saw the entire of this desk, I'm just showing you guys, look, one little area, but if you saw this entire desk, you'd probably be sick. No, it's not that bad, it's just tools, but it's still a mess. Right, I'm going to clean the rest of this dust off. I've just actually gave my sister's console a good service, and it was certainly overdue one. It definitely needed it. Sounded like a jet plane. And my God, it was dusty. I keep trying to explain to people that dust isn't necessarily a sign of a dirty household. It's a console. They attract dust. It's normal. But yeah, I mean, dust. Every house has got dust. It doesn't matter what house it is. I don't care who you are. Don't care how clean you are. Every house has dust. Right, I'm going to inspect this around the CPU, and I'm going to zoom out. And those capacitors are definitely burnt out, and the filter. Alright, so I think I'm going to have to give this a good scrubbing before we go any further. So I'm going to take my toothbrush and some isopropyl alcohol, and to be honest with you, these capacitors will probably just knock themselves off. I'm going to give that area a clean. So the main areas I'm concerned about is this area here around by the CPU. There's two capacitors here and a filter, and they had a little bit of residue on there, and also the power regulation area down here. So it's just going to be this section here and this section here, and I'm going to test those capacitors just here and see if they are shorted, because if they are, they're going to need to be changed. So where did I put my multimeter? There it is. So I'm just going to use good old-fashioned continuity mode. That's the mode where it beeps. And we're going to pop one probe on ground. And that's not actually shorted. Neither is that one. So that area might be okay. Pop it into diode mode. I keep forgetting diode mode doesn't work on my multimeter, but never mind. Alright, so let's clean up this area here and let's see what we're working with on that bit. It's definitely had some severe liquid damage. I'll say severe, it's not severe, it's not too bad. I mean, if it was severe then these caps would be knocking themselves off, but they're not, so, well, it's not what I can see with the eye. Then we're going to inspect this under the microscope. Unfortunately, I don't have a microscope cam, so if anyone is a maker of a microscope cam, or a microscope, what, accepts a cam rather, because mine is just a simple amp scope. It's not the best. But yeah, if there's any sponsors out there that wants to give me one, I'd be more than happy to oblige. Right, so I can already see that these capacitors are all going to need changing, or at least by the look of it they are. Right, that's had a nice clean. Right, so as you can see, these caps are all shorted. But it might not be those caps. So what it could be are these little MOSFETs here. And if we can focus, so these little MOSFETs here are what most commonly go when you get water damage. So if I just get some tweezers, we can point to them. So that one there, that one there, and that one there. And what I need to do is I need to check in diode mode the readings of them, and I need to check it to the little resistor that's next to it. So we're going to pop one side on pin 1 on these, and it's just reading 0.01, so they are clearly bad. I mean, I can actually see this one's pretty burnt, so I'm going to say this one's definitely bad. That one's most likely bad. Yeah, I'm not getting any readings on them at all, so right, I'm going to go ahead and pull these off. I'm going to set my heat to 480, and I'm just going to pull them off without a care in the world, and then we're going to check and see if the short goes. Let's increase the airflow. I can already see that these are burnt underneath, and they're probably going to be welded to the board as well. No, they're not actually. They're not welded to the board. So there's one. Actually, let's check to see if the short disappears after each one, because then we can know that we can stop. Short's still there, so that one may be good. Probably going to change them anyway. Let's continue to remove these. Another one off. Short gone, ladies and gents. There we go. So, that one is probably good. I'm not getting any reading, but I'm not sure if my multimeter actually works. I need a new multimeter. So, that one there is quite obviously bad. So that can go bye-bye. This one, I'm going to put back on. First I'm going to look under the scope and just see what's happening with it. Right, I'm going to need to give it a clean underneath just so I can see. Right, I think it's actually burnt, to be honest. Let's take some tweezers and just have a look. No, it's not. It's just a little bit of gunk. I've just scratched away some of the comfortable coating. Okay, so let's get these replaced, and I'll bring the camera over so you can try and see. Okay, so let us first of all replace this MOSFET that we took off in the first place, and I'm just going to get it in the right orientation. So first of all I need to clean up the area, so I'm going to add a little bit of flux. Just a tad. I'm going to take my soldering iron. And I'm going to do this on a bit of an awkward angle, but I'm just going to add some fresh solder. And then I'm going to remove it using some solder wick. And because this is like a giant heatsink, I'm going to use some heat from the heat gun just to help me out a little bit. And it's a really awkward angle. There we go. And I'll just remove it from these top pads as well. Okay. Now I'll add a little bit more flux. I'm just going to turn this around and try and work with it from here. and just a little bit of dab of solder on the bottom pad. We don't need much, it'll spread itself out, it'll be okay. Now, I'm going to take this MOSFET. So this is the old MOSFET, I believe. The one that was, well, I didn't test it, but it's the one that didn't clear the short, so I'm hoping that it still works, and if not, then we can change it. But this is the one that was on this side, on the end one, and it didn't clear the short, so I'm assuming that, well, it was either 2 was shorted or this one's good, so we're going to certainly try. So we're just going to use some hot air to put this back on. I've lost my position on the microscope, there we go. I need to come back a little bit. Oops, not that much. Good. I'm just going to heat this up and let it drop into place. And the top 3 pins are shorted together anyway. There we go. And then we'll just clean it up with the soldering iron. We'll add a bit more flux. And let's pop some solder on these bottom legs. Then we're going to test and make sure that we don't have a short. So, when I figure out where I've put my multimeter again, we're going to go back to continuity mode, and we're going to check the same place again. So we're going to just pop a prong in each of the power connections, and we have no short, so we should be good with that one. Next, we're going to do the same for this one. We're going to put another one on though. So I've just found one out. Hopefully it works. But as far as I know, this came off a non-good console. So we're going to do the same again with this one. We're just going to get some flux, and we're going to clean the area up. So we're just adding some fresh solder, and then again we're going to wick it off. Let's clean my soldering iron first. Keep forgetting to do that. End up with solder everywhere, all over the wick. Just waste the wick. Oh, I just lost that MOSFET. No. Where's it gone? There it is. These are very, very inexpensive as well, guys. These are like £1.20 each. So yeah, they're just really not expensive at all. So I'm going to use heat for this big pad again because my soldering iron sucks. There we go. Nice and clean. Good. Again, add some more flux. And then we're going to tin these pads to prep them for this MOSFET. Just a dab of solder on that big pad. And then we're going to use hot air to drop it into place. Good. Clean up with the soldering iron. And again, test for shorts. We have a short. Is that because this is shorted through solder or what? Or is this a bad MOSFET? I don't know. So the problem is I don't actually have any of these at the moment. Nope. Okay, that's got to come back off a minute. Right, so let's test for a short again. Short's gone. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take the MOSFET off the... We'll take the MOSFET off that we have just put on that didn't put the short back. And we'll put it on number 1. And the reason we can do that is because now that's on there, we can test and see if we get another short. We do not. So that MOSFET is very likely going to be bad. Right, so I need to find another MOSFET, I think. Hello?
Hello, mate. Yeah, I'm just come to the PS4 up.
Yeah, bear with me a second, mate. I'm in the workshop. I'll be down in a sec. Be around in a sec.
I'm on the road.
Okay, mate. No worries. 2 minutes. Cheers, bye. Okay, so I have here another MOSFET, and I'm going to pop it onto the board. So let's move the board to the side. And I'm really sorry that I can't get you to see this. Unfortunately, I just don't have a microscope cam. Good. Right, let's see if that short has still gone. Because again, I don't know if the MOSFET's good. And short is gone. So, do we have continuity on this coil? We do. How about this one? We do. Do we have a short to ground on the coil? We do not. And this one. I just realised you can't see that, but never mind. So no short to ground on the coil. Good. How about these caps? Nope. Good. Okay, let's give this a test, shall we? Let's clean it up. And let's use a bit of heat to help. And we can give it a good clean later. The main thing we want to do at the minute is just give it a test. So let's bring you back over to the main workbench, which is an absolute shite state. Alright, let's go back to auto focus. Let's move the microphone. This stream is brought to you by Red Bull. Oh, that's sweet. So like I said, we can give this a good clean later, but first of all we want to actually see if it powers on. So I'm not even going to bother to clean up the heatsink until I know. I'm just going to plug it in and I'm going to test it on the bench. If you notice, I've taken my gloves off because it's red hot outside. I just picked up that PS4 I was on about. Yeah, it's red hot outside. My hands were sweating, so I'll just, yeah, it's one of them. Could not keep those gloves on any longer. I need some that actually fit me for a start. Right, so let's just pop this heatsink on. There we go. And that one, that one, good. Okay, we need this drive. Good. We need hard drive. Good. And we need power supply. Good. Okay, so let's take our power. And we also need front panel connector. Moment of truth, ladies and gents. Voila! There we go. Right, let's unplug this quickly. Oh man, I'm so happy. Wow. Oh no, I've just realised my video's messed up. Don't do it to me. Oh wow, that's got to stay in there as well because I've just powered it on. Oh no. Right, let's get you on the screen, shall we? Oh god. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. That was so simple. That was such a simple fix. Wow. Alright. Let's oh yes. Yes. Oh yes, I'm happy. I'm very happy. Can you tell I'm happy? It's not very often you get one like this. It really isn't. I'm going to be buying off this seller more often. They're selling a lot of consoles. Ooh. Let's see if we get anything on the screen. Please have display on the screen. Yes! Get in! Yes! I'm going to go and get a controller. Yes! I'll be back in a second, ladies and gentlemen. I will be back in a second. Alright, ladies and gents, I am so happy. I've got myself a controller. Let's get a USB cable and let's get this fully tested, shall we? So I'm going to give this a clean in a minute, and then we're going to reassemble it, and it's going to be a very nice profit. Current price of these are around about £150. I've fixed it for £3 by replacing 2 MOSFETs. Right, let's troubleshoot this and let's reset it to factory defaults. We're not interested in what was on there at all. Let's see if we can get this reinstalled. If not, we'll have to use USB. It could have a faulty hard drive, but very unlikely. Yeah, something went wrong. So it's E102 this time, so it's going to need fully reinstalling with OSU 1. Let's get it reassembled, ladies and gents. So troubleshoot, let's turn it off. Let's pop the display back over here because my computer is very low on space and I don't want the recording to stop. I just messaged my sister and told her because she said to me yesterday that I'm absolutely mental buying damaged consoles, and I've told her that look, if he's got a circuit it's probably fixable, and I'm just super happy just to approve the wrong. But yeah, let's get you back onto here, shall we? Right, so just reply to that message. Right, let's unplug this. Let's get that out, and we're going to give this a good old clean. And then we're going to reassemble, and we're going to get it looking nice and beautiful and looking like a console again, because right now it looks like a mess. So I'm going to clean this area which I've worked on. So all I'm going to do for that is I'm just going to take my toothbrush and get a bit of IPA and just I need thermal paste anyway. What am I doing? Oh, what am I doing? I'm such a noob. Right, where's my screwdriver gone? I'm such a messy technician. Like, I just robbed a MOSFET off another console just to test it. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. Please don't do that to me. I've just done the one thing that I'm always going mad at people for because I'm rushing. I've just scratched. Alright, ladies and gents. So the thing I've just mentioned about the storage space running low happened and the video cut, so I apologise for the jump shot. I don't know how much of it come across on camera, but I've just accidentally scratched into the board, and I don't know what kind of damage I've done. So look, there's a scratch there. I'm going to have to look at this under the microscope real quick, and then I might have to do some trace repair on it, which is not going to be a fun thing to do. So let's just take a look at whether the trace has been damaged. I may have just got away with it. I may have just got away with it, ladies and gents. It doesn't look too deep. I've done the one thing that I go mad at people for, and this is what I say to people and why I say it, because this can happen. So basically what I say all the time is only try and pry from one specific area, and that is this one here. And the reason for that is because it's a big ground plane, and if you do slip with the screwdriver, then it's just going to cut into ground and it's fine. Me, like an idiot, I haven't heeded my own advice and I've gone straight for this one here, which is a big mistake, because it just you're gonna kill the board. I need to test this. I need to bring back my happiness. Please work. Please work. It doesn't look like it's done too much damage. I might have to put a little bit of conformal coating on it, some UV mask, just to cover that up and protect the area. But it doesn't look like it's damaged it. But we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see if it turns on now. So if it doesn't look too major, and it doesn't look like it's gonna do too much damage. Right. Okay, it turns on. Okay, let me get a HDMI lead and make sure it still comes onto the screen. Okay, if it does, then we're okay. I'm breaking another rule here as well, because you should never plug it in while it's switched on, the USB, the HDMI, never, because it will blow the chip. Okay, we're getting nothing on the screen. We've got no hard drive in. What are we doing? Let's plug the hard drive in quickly. I'm just praying that this is actually going to output to the screen now, because I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. I say this to people all the time. I say don't pry from that location. Always pry from round by the ground plane, because if you do slip, then you're gonna mess things up, and it's not gonna end well. And I may have just got lucky. I may have just got extremely lucky with this board, because if you slice through them traces, it's a massive job to repair. And I mean, I don't even think Lewis Rossman could fix it, to be honest. Yes, okay. We're still in the same place we was before. Good. Okay, excellent. So, without rushing, let's get this done. Let's get this rebuilt. Let's get it all cleaned up and rebuilt, and we'll see if we can get this reinstalled and fully working. I've actually just been speaking to my partner about this, and I think we're going to be giving this to someone for their birthday. I'm not going to say who, because sometimes he watches my video. But I think we're just going to be giving this away. Or not giving it away, but giving it as a present. Right, okay, so correct location to pry. Ground plane, this one. Because if you damage it, it doesn't matter. Please guys, follow the advice. You've seen what can happen. And usually what I'll do is I'll put my finger in front of it like I am now, because then if I do slip, it's going to stab through my finger before it stabs through the board. And usually just, I've done it before, I've stabbed through my finger before. Well, not stabbed through my finger, but I've seen like that, my hand stopped it. This is, you can't even see, damn it. Like my hand was here, and like my hand stopped the thingy from going through and hitting the board. Usually I'll put my finger here, and then if you do slip, you're gonna go up, and yeah, there. Like you're just gonna nip your finger. You're not gonna damage the board. Its skin is a lot tougher than the board is, and I should have heeded my own advice, but I didn't. Once one's loose, then you can work safely on the next one where there's a ground plane, or where it's not going to have traces to the CPU or the APU. Just heed my advice, guys. Please follow the advice and be careful when you're taking these off, because it is the most dangerous part of the job. You know, you can slip with a screwdriver on the other side and you'll just knock a cap off. I've done it, but you cut through them traces and it's game over, I'm afraid. So it's really not good. Right, I need to go and get some IPA. I'll be back very shortly. Alright, ladies and gents, so I've got myself some IPA now, and first of all, let's summarise quickly. So I'm not sure how much of it I actually got on video, but the problem was exactly as I suspected to start with, and it was these little MOSFETs here. So I changed these two MOSFETs and the console is coming on. Obviously we still need to do more testing once it's reassembled, but I'm going to clean the console up and we're going to see how it's all looking afterwards. And finally we can remove this sticker that says no power. Beautiful. Awesome. We haven't successfully repaired anything yet. Actually, we haven't got no software installed, but let's do that now. Let's switch over to there. Unfortunately, that's the only way that I can capture the screen at the moment. Let's switch the HDMI source. And 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Right, while we wait for that to load up, I'm going to get an external drive so we can run the OSU update. So I'll use this little thing. It's a external SSD, nice 250 gig one. Very rusty, but oh well, it works. I should really give that a clean one day, but it does work. So there we go. I don't know if you can see that, but it does light up. Let's get ourselves a USB. So we can synchronise the controller. Well, actually, let's. I'm just going to double check. Yep, sync button works. Excellent. Let's see if we get a free game with it. Nope. Oh well. Let's see if the. Or actually, let's run the offline system update, and let's see if it takes a disk while we're waiting for that. Oh, that's very smooth. Beautiful. So this is going to run the update now and reinstall the system software. USBs work. Disk drive takes in a disk at least. Hopefully we haven't got to put any more money into it with a hard drive or a disk drive, but we'll see. So we're going to let this run the update now and we'll be back in a jiffy. Okay, ladies and gents, I'm so sorry for the jump cut there, but unfortunately the video crashed and yeah, we got through the entire video, and then when I went to press stop recording, it started recording. So I'm going to show you what I did. So we got through the update. I configured my account and everything like that, and got it all working. And I'm just going to show you. So this is the exact same console. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? It's one of them things. I really need to clear some space on this computer. But you know, it's just one of the things. So yeah, as I said, we got the console working. For some reason, the Xbox logo never shows up on this monitor. I don't know why. But this will load up in a second. There we go. But yeah, you can see it's fully working. I also tested a disc, and you'll see that will load up fine. There we go, Zoo Tycoon. And the disc ejects fine. I tested the sync as well, so I can't do it while it's plugged into USB, and I haven't got any batteries in the garden shed. But yeah, everything works absolutely fine on it. The Wi-Fi works, disk drive works. It's not console banned because it allows me to sign into Xbox Live into my account. System console information, it reads everything absolutely fine. Storage, it reads that it's a 780GB free, and obviously that's where the games are stored, and that's absolutely fine. It's a 1TB device. Everything is working absolutely fine. I'm super happy that it turned out like this, and yeah, I mean, what more can I say really? It's I'll go away, Zoo Tycoon. What more can I say really? It basically, you know, I did say before I ended the video, or I would have said, it's one of those things. Sometimes you're going to buy them and you're going to get lucky. Sometimes you're going to buy them and it's a shady seller. Sometimes you're not going to be able to fix them at all, and they haven't been looked at. Some of them could be very simple. I've got one on the way actually. And I think I mentioned this earlier on in the video that it's going to be a no power. It trips the electrics every time it gets plugged in. And I'm going to be hopefully making a video on that, and hopefully that will be another successful repair. But this one has been a complete success. I'm super happy, and I've actually decided I'm going to sell this because it's in a little bit of a state. But I don't really want to give that away as a birthday present, so I'm going to clean it up as much as I can and then sell it. But other than that, you know, like I say, don't take my word and go out and buy faulty consoles just because I managed to fix this, because you're not always going to be as lucky. And on top of that, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you found this video useful, great. It's not a tutorial. This was just me buying something off eBay and trying to fix it. The next one might not be as successful, but I'm going to try. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out a lot. If you do have any repairs that need doing, consoles, phones, laptops, MacBooks, anything like that, by all means get in touch. I'll leave some contact details down below, and you can get in touch with me either through email or through social media, and we can organise a repair. I'll also leave a link to our business eBay where you can purchase my services direct from there and pay through PayPal. Just feel free to get in touch and we'll work something out. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. It's been a pleasure to do this video, and I hope you all stay safe during this tough time. We all need some good news in life, and this is just one of those good things for me. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and until next time, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.